last guy, you know that, right? They're together, they're a couple. A beautiful couple. A real beauty. It's a beautiful couple, folks. Okay. It's really sad. So what I do with Carrier, I would call him. And enough with free trade. I'm a free trader. But to have free trade, we need smart people at our helm. We need smart people at the top. We don't have smart people. We don't have hard-working people. We have people that don't know what the hell they're doing, all right? So, I'm a very conservative guy in many ways, and frankly, I like to say I'm common sense conservative. And a lot of the so-called conservative, I remember Jeb Bush would say, he is not a conservative. I say, why? I'm conservative with the military, I'm conservative with ISIS, you're gonna knock the hell out of them. I'm conservative at the borders. There's nobody like me at the borders, believe me. Sheriff Joe Arpaio came to the borders and he endorsed me. So when Sheriff Joe from Arizona endorses, and by the way, I've had some great endorsements. I've had some great. Jerry Falwell Jr., Liberty University endorsement. He has been so great. And I'm leading Lion Ted Cruz. I'm leading him big league with the evangelicals. I love the evangelicals, my people. Lion Ted. You know, don't forget, Lion Ted was supposed to win Mississippi. He was supposed to win Alabama. He was supposed to win all of these places. Heavy evangelical. He was supposed to win South Carolina. It started there. But they don't like liars. They don't like liars. And I am a truthful person, I will say that. Maybe truthful to a fault, but I am a truthful person. So I would call, I'd love to do it myself. I know I'm supposed to have somebody do it. And you might even have a rule, you cannot call yourself Mr. President. But you know what, honestly, it'll take me about 2 minutes. So I call up, I get the head of Carrier. Come from? Honestly, she looks so meek and she looks actually very nice, just like she stands up. She doesn't know what she's doing, she just stands up and everyone goes crazy. I think, you know, if they want to just stand up, let them stand, who cares? No, they're blocking somebody's view, we can't have that. We can't have that. So I call the head of Carrier and I'll say, let me just tell you something. Enjoy your stay in Mexico. I hope you build a beautiful place. I hope you have some wonderful workers. But here's the story. 1,400 people were let go. They're without jobs. They're taking part-time jobs. They've been with you for many years. They've done a great job for Carrier. Carrier makes good air conditioners, right? I buy a lot. I won't be buying them anymore. But here's the story. Every single time you make an air conditioning unit and you send it through our borders, which now are going to be real borders, by the way, we will charge you 35% tax as sure as you're sitting. Now, here's what happens. Little Marco would say, I think he's gone, but who knows? You never know. But Marco, they hate him in Florida. I want to tell you, in Florida, he doesn't show up to vote. They elected a senator, and he's got the worst voting record in the last 15, 20 years in the United States Senate. What kind of a representative? Who wants to vote for him? I mean, if I don't beat Marco in Florida, because Florida's my place, I love Florida. I employ thousands of people in Florida. Florida's my place. But he's totally in favor of amnesty, all the things that you don't like, so it's one of those things, but I don't think he's going to do very well. But here's the problem. Lion Ted and Little Marco, they have one problem. Little Marco, by the way, is a joke artist. Remember when Chris Christie cross-examined him, and I thought I had to hold him up with this powerful hand. I thought I have to grab him. He was ready to go. He was ready to go. He talked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought he was ready to go. Okay. But I'd call him up and I'd say 35%. Now, if one of these guys, or Hillary, we can't have we're not going to have a country left if we have Hillary. Can you imagine? She is, first of all, she shouldn't be allowed to run, okay? She shouldn't. She should not be allowed to run. Shouldn't be allowed. This is amazing. It's so great, though. It's so great. How big is the crowd? What do we have here today? 14, 15,000, right? 15,000. I'm telling you. I used to go home and my wife would say to me, how big was your crowd? I said, did you watch on television? Yes, but they never leave your face. She said, it sounded like a lot. And I'd say, 21,000 people. She said, really? I said, but didn't they show the crowd? Never. With the protesters, they show the crowd. I love my protesters. I really do. They show the crowd. You know why? Because it's supposed to be trouble. It's supposed to be a bad thing. It's not actually a bad thing, but it's supposed to be. And this way they turn. And I tell people, for 5 events in a row, I thought the cameras were fixed. I figured maybe it's new equipment, they can't turn, right? And then we had a protester way up in a corner, and one camera was turned upside down and backwards like a pretzel. And I said they can turn. So we love our protesters. So here's what's going to happen. They will be called by their lobbyist, who takes care of them, by their special interests, who take care of them, or by their donors, and say you have to let carriers sell to the United States. You can't charge them a tax. And I'll tell you what. Every one of these people is taken care of 100%. Now here's what happens with Trump. I'll be called by a couple of people, but I'm self-funding. I'm putting up my own money. I'm not taking money, right? I've turned down millions and millions. I've turned down one man for $10 million. They want to put up money. Don, please, let me give you money. And a lot of them are good people. They're friends of mine. One of them comes up every month. He says, very rich guy from Palm Beach, Florida. He goes, Don, I'd really like to give you anything you want, many millions, whatever you want. And I keep telling him, no. His name is Howard, great guy. I say, Howard, no, I'm doing my own. I don't want. And he's looking like he doesn't even understand why. Like, why? I say, really? I don't want the influence. I don't want the perception. I'm doing my own. Then the next month I see him. Don, are you serious? I'd like to do it. Those are the most gentle protesters I've ever seen. The police went for her and she started running out of the building and they didn't even touch her. She started running out of the building. The police never touched her. And tomorrow she's suing the police for police brutality. So I'll say to the head of carrier, I'm sorry, you're going to pay that 35% tax, and my friends there will call, or people will call, or lobbyists will call. They didn't give me anything, and I'll say you paid. Here's what's going to happen. Within 24 hours, the head of carrier is going to call me, and he's going to say, Mr. President, we've decided to stay in the United States. That's what's going to happen. It's the only way you're going to keep your businesses. Now, some of these foolish people, they're fools. From the National Review, they say that's not pure conservatism. And I may agree, I may not agree. It's what it's called is smart business. We need smart business. We can't continue to lose. We can't continue as a country to lose $500 billion a year with China. Hundreds of billions of dollars with Japan sending their cars in by the millions. We can't lose $58 billion a year with Mexico. And then we saw Vicente Fox, the ex-president of Mexico. He used a word that if I would have used that word, I'd be right now getting prepared by them for the electric chair, right? He threw out the F-bomb, and he said, there's no way we're going to pay for the you-know-what wall. Now, he's come a long way, because a year ago he said, there's no way we're going to build the wall. Now he accepts the wall is going to be built. It's okay. That's okay. I love that. That's good. Are you from Mexico? Peru? I love Peru. That's good. Eric, give me that sign, Eric. Give me, I like that sign. Great. Look at all the people that have moved in up there. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Another 10 minutes, they'll be full and we'll be out of here. That's not the way it works. So he has the Great Wall of Trump. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you. That's done with love, man. I'll sign it. Thank you very much. That's really nice. I can't believe it. He put that sign up and everyone went crazy. They thought he was a protester. He's just a very good-looking guy who happens to have some talent. Thank you, man. It's very cute. And speaking of good-looking guys, my son is here. Eric, come up. And Laura, his wife. Come here.
We are so proud of this man. He's going to do such an amazing job for this country. We could not be more proud. He's been the greatest father in the world to me. I love him to death. He's my best friend. He is just the greatest. So thank you very much, North Carolina. My better half right here. My better half right here is from Wilmington. So we have North Carolina in our blood. We love it here. We're here all the time. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's wonderful to have good, young, beautiful children, I will tell you, that work hard. We want them to work hard, right? So, we're going to straighten things out. Now, one of the things they did yesterday when they're leaving, they asked questions. And the question was, why Trump? Why? What's going on? What's happening? Why is that? And the people said they're fed up.
Get the fuck out!
You know what they do? They meet beforehand. They all take different sections. Troublemakers, just professional troublemakers. Get her out of here. Get her out. Get her out. So I have to tell you, the first time it happened, it was a real bad dude. He was rough, he was tough, and he's starting to punch people and he's screaming. He had a voice like Pavarotti. The guy's voice was unbelievable. And I saw it happening over in the corner. And he was a rough guy and he was punching. And we had some people, some rough guys like we have right in here, and they started punching back. It was a beautiful thing. I mean, they started punching. And this guy was so aggressive and such a terrible guy, and he was hurting people, and these guys punched back, and then the police came, and they took care of it. And the next day it was a story how rough we were, how terrible it was. And let me tell you, we can't let this stuff happen anymore, folks. We have to be treated fairly also. We have to be treated fairly. You know, it's funny. When I speak up and I say, get him out, they say, oh, Trump is too rough. When I say, be careful, don't hurt him, don't hurt him. Then they say, Trump has gotten a lot weaker. What's wrong with Trump? Right? So here's what happens. Here's what happens. Get out of here! Yeah, get her out. I don't know why, but I love it. Am I fresh? I love this. I love it.
Oh shit, there's a fucking fight.